Casey, I feel like you were pretty happy with the pace of the game today.
Yeah, I thought that. So last week we started really well as we did tonight. We moved the ball around really well. We'd sort of tracked the passes that we'd completed. And last week, first half, we made 135 passes. And then we finished on 201. So the game had flattened itself right down in the second half. And obviously the result got away from us very quickly. And it was about keeping that intensity of the quick passing, the recognising the space, players moving into space and using the ball as it's supposed to be, not just passing without a purpose. So tonight we'd worked on that and we'd spoke about it beforehand.
Yeah, talk to me about these counters. You've got one, Matt's got one.
Yeah.
One's for shots and one's for passes, I believe. Talk us through the reasoning behind that.
So the passes is for us to track. Obviously, in the game, pendulum swings all the time. We need to track how many passes are completed from the first half to the second half, which phases they're being. In terms of if it's 20 minutes into the first half, are we kind of slowing down? Are we speeding up? And then just it's chances created. So it's not shots, it's chances created, and how many times we've been effective with the ball. And there were a point where we were on 50 passes. We were on 43 passes. And we'd scored 4 goals, and then we're on 48 passes and we scored another 2. So out of 5 passes, we'd made 2 more goals, and it's that effectiveness of knowing how effective we are with the ball. You can keep the ball for 200-300 passes a game, but are we really doing anything with the ball? And in the second half last week, we weren't, and that's kind of what we reflected on. And it's just a stat.
So then, do you then look at those zones and those periods on the VO and kind of see why it's happening?
Yeah, it's more of at half time we can discuss the pure stats. You can sit there and you can troll through the video and stuff, and you can show players. But if I have those hard cold stats at half time that's readily available, it's very easy for me to say this is what we've done, this is where we're at. We just need to be a bit more effective when X, Y, Z happens. And it happened again tonight and worked really well.
Your wingers must love you. It appeared today that you just told them to sit on their back four and just attack.
What I like to play with is I like to play the 4 at the back, which is obviously really solid across the full width of the pitch. Then we have the 2 central midfielders, which are just there to protect the back 4, and we play it as a box, as the 2 centre backs and the 2 centre mids as a box, and we just protect that area, and then just the wingers get the licence to go and play high and wide and really expansive. And then the number 10, it just opens up a massive gap for the number 10. If the number 10's effective in his movements and in how he's carrying the ball, we'll create lots of chances as we did at the start. So the wingers isn't necessarily for them to get on the ball all the time, it's to create that space in the middle as well.
9-1. The one mark on the perfect night tonight was not keeping the clean sheet. Did we kind of allow them not back into the game, but to get that goal?
Yeah, we gave them something. And that's frustrating, is that it kind of then feels like a kick in the teeth, really. Obviously we conceded a penalty as well, and it's like it then saves it and you're thinking they could score at some point, and we need to tighten up at the back. We were penetrated way too easily, and it's nice going forward and keeping the ball and getting the chances and scoring the goals and making lots of passes, but at the back we just needed to not be vulnerable, and there were a couple of times where they could have scored a couple of goals, but just the one went in, and we'll work on the defensive side of the transitions.
Okay, Casey.
Tom, cheers mate, thank you so much buddy.